Hi guys, my name is Minnie and welcome to my channel. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a look using the new Nude palette that I just got in today. I'm gonna open it up and show you guys what it looks like. Super excited. So if you guys are new here and you guys are feeling this vibe, just go ahead and press that subscribe button right there. And for those of you who have been here for a moment, thank you so much. Let's open this up. I just ordered this online, came home today, super excited about it. I got myself the Fenty Beauty Stunna lip paint in the color Uncuffed. And the star is the new Nude palette. So this is by Huda Beauty, and I recently got into her products and I have been loving it. Like every palette that I've used so far from her brand is like super buttery. It's really glittery and I have been using it for like almost all of my shows as of late. So I'm super excited that she came out with another one. And she seems like a really nice person on Instagram, on YouTube. So I wanted to support as well. And I'm just glad that, you know, we get people like her to come up with amazing stuff like this. So new Nude palette, so far looking amazing. It's super professional and put together very well. So that's what I appreciate about the packaging. Once you put so much effort into packaging, you just feel that, you know, this person was very passionate about their work. So I'm always happy to support artistry. Look at that. It gets even better when you open it up. It's so pretty. Like, if I could just print my CDs out to look like this and have like nice shiny print. It's really expensive. I know, because I print out my CDs, and asking for like prints like this is super expensive. So kudos to her. Amazing. Anyway, okay, so that's my laundry. Don't mind that. It's just really loud. So, excuse that for a moment. Opening it up. Very nice. This stuff right here. It's a nice sheet of paper. It's very high quality. I think before she had like paper, and right now it's plastic. So, yeah. Then we have a mirror. Really nice because it's easy to work with, especially when it's big, because most palettes have small mirrors and it's really hard to see the whole look. I mean, you can get really close up for small mirrors, but like the far look, you kind of need to see everything to make everything come together. And here it is, guys. I mainly bought this for the glitters. Like, I live for these colors right here. Like, I'm just so obsessed with glitters. And this really shines through. I can just tell because I have this one in her old palette, something like this, and so far it is just, I'm dying. Like, I'm dying. Let's just swatch this for a moment. So I have it. Ooh, look at that. Oh my god. Focus, camera. Look how amazing it is. And then I'm gonna swatch it right here. Boom. Yes, I already know, because I have this before, and now I feel bad I swatched it because I want it on my eyes. Okay, no more swatching. I want to save it for my eyes, okay? You guys know that this is a good palette just from looking at that first swatch, okay? All right, so before we dig into this palette, let's just put on my face real quick, and we'll go from there. I'm going to put on my foundation and my eyebrows, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back. My face is semi-on. I have foundation, I have my eyebrows, and I baked my face. So, moving on to the Huda Beauty palette. New Nude palette. Alright, I'm going to grab my Hakuhodo brush, S142, and go into this pretty pink color called Play. It's so pretty. Lately, I've been into pink colors, mauve. When I was younger, I did not like pink at all. I liked black. Every single time I had a choice to choose a costume on stage, I chose black. But as I'm getting older, I feel like I'm getting girlier. Like you become a baby as you get older. It's like when your parents, they were more strict when you were younger, and now as they're getting older, they become like kids, like children. When they were younger, they were always like strict and yelling and disciplining, but now they're kind of like so innocent and young at heart, like for real. It's like the weirdest thing. And they hold hands. I've never seen my parents hold hands until later in life, so that was like really weird. Then I'm gonna go into this color right here, Secret. Looks like a pretty mauve color. They all look really pretty, but slightly kind of like each other. Like this one and this one right here looks the same, but I'm pretty sure they're slightly different. So I'm gonna dip into both of them and mix them together. And then go into the hollows of my eyes right here. Like that. And then give it a nice shadow, blend it well, and back and forth movement like this. Windshield wiper. And then I'm going to extend it out here. And give it a nice wing at the end. So far the palette, it's working really well. It feels very buttery and it's very easy to blend. So that's a good thing. A lot of palettes, they're really pretty and such, but it's like kind of like what do you call it? Not clean when you use it. It's patchy. So this one is pretty easy. The lighting in here is kind of crazy because this is like a warehouse area kind of thing. I really don't have like lighting set up that is like natural besides in that corner, but it's just like a tiny corner, and when I turn the camera the other way, it's just a weird angle, and this is the best, so bear with me. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom lash line. Grab this color right here, Secret and Teddy, and then go underneath right here and just smoke it out. Then I'm gonna grab my S121G brush and go into the color Bear right here. Then I'm gonna go under here, shape my eyebrows, give more definition in that area. Got the base color in, and I noticed that right here it says concealed, and I thought this was an eyeshadow, but it is not. This is a concealer, so you can take this and then put it on your eyelids right here. And this basically kind of preps it for the glitters, because these glitters, when you put it on without the concealer or any sort of prep work, then it's not going to stay as well. It's going to be like subtle, and if you want it to be like crazy glitters, then you have to use a concealer underneath, or like use a Fix Plus or some glitter glue or some sort of liquid, okay? So it's nice that they included this into the palette so that you can apply these glitters properly. So I'm gonna just dab it onto my eyes like that, and then blend it out. I just got my nails done, and it's really difficult to work with because it just like, I feel like I have monster hands. Like I can't maneuver around as much. Like some girls can do it, and I'm like, damn, that is some talent. But like I'm kind of like going slowly, making sure I don't poke my eye somehow. Concealer is on my lids, and I'm going to go ahead and use my fingers to apply the glitters. I find that when I use my fingers to apply the glitter, it just appeals more and it just makes it more intense. So you can use a brush, but for me, fingers is better. So here I'm going to use the color Excite, because it's the most exciting right now. I have the old palette. Let me show you. It looks like this. Cosmo, you can see I love glitter, so that's like the only one that I use mostly. And it kind of looks like this one right here that I'm going to use right there. So I'm so glad that she incorporated more glitters into her palette. So let's load on some glitter. This is the color Excite once again. And then I'm gonna put it on my eyelids. Ooh, look at that. Loves. Like, I'm dying right now. Amazing. And glitter itself is really, really hard to work with because it gets everywhere. So you have to be kind of like careful and then dab it in to your eyelids. Just see how I'm getting like it kind of messy right here in this area? It's because my fingers are in the way. But just, you know, use a brush and then kind of clean that out. This concealer is really, really helping out the glitter, like a lot. It's not as heavy, it's very light as well, so that's a good thing. Because some concealers, it could be like really thick and your eyes start to feel really droopy and too much. So I like the fact that it's very thin and it's very tacky, so it helps keep the glitter on. So it's like a concealer glue, something like that. Next up, I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom lash line. I'm going to grab this conceal and use this brush right here because my fingers are not cute right now. It's getting everywhere. Going to grab that and then load it underneath right here into this area, lower lash line. And then also into the inner corners of my eyes right here. Then I'm going to grab the same brush and then go into this color right here called Infatuated. So you're going to just dab it in because once you just kind of dig into it, it's going to move it a lot and you're going to lose a lot of glitter. So just slightly dab. A little goes a long way. And I'm going to put it into the center right there. So pretty. And then also underneath my eyes right here. That lower lash line. So this is a little bit harder to do because I'm using a brush. When you're using your fingers, for some reason, it just goes on that much better. So this is gonna take a moment. Then I'm gonna go into this color right here called Daydream. And then put it in the inner corners of my eyes. Give that extra frosty look as well. This one is so cute. Loving it. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the darkest color in here, and I think it's Raw. I'm going to grab this one and smoke out the outer part of my eyes, of my lower lash line. I think it's Raw and Tease. Let's just use both of them. Raw and Tease. And then go into the outer parts of my lower lash line. And then same thing on the other side. Alright, so there we have it. I'm going to line my eyes right now using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, and I'm going to just give a nice swoop right here. Whew. I'm going to take a moment right now because my feet is asleep. Okay? Alright, now I can continue. Gotta do it slow. The glitters kind of like make it difficult to use the liner, so you have to just go over it a few times. It's kind of a thicker consistency, so it takes a moment to get the liner on. Usually liners take me like a second, but because there's glitter underneath, I have to like really like go over it and make sure that the line is visible. And every single time I do my liner, I always tend to hold my breath. So that's probably why I'm not talking as much. I'm just like, don't mess up. And then, okay, now you can breathe. Whew, there you have it. Then I'm gonna align my bottom lash line as well. Same thing on the other side. Alright, I'm gonna tie my hair back or readjust this because it's like pulling me back. I think my thing is adjusted now, and now I'm going to curl my lashes using the Tweezerman curler. It's gonna take a moment because these babies, these real lashes, do not curl for the life of me. Now I can brush off all the baking powder on my face, and then blush time. Let's use the Natasha Denona Blush and Glow. Open it up, grab both sides. This is like the pink side and the glow. It gives it a slight shine. If you don't like it, then you could just use the pink side. Put it on my cheeks right here on the apples. And then smile. Moving on to bronzer. I'm going to use the Huda Benefit bronzer, and I'm going to contour using my S103 brush. Let's do the fish face. Make me look skinny. Then I'm gonna contour down here as well because I do have monster jaw. And then bring it up to this area and blend it in. And then I'm gonna kind of slightly go underneath my eyes because I baked there, so I want it to not look as white. So just slowly go into that area and, you know, be careful to not make it too brown because then you'll have a black eye. But just slowly. Focus more on the areas where you need the contour, which is right here and then right here. And then blend it down to your neck as well. Kind of slightly on the forehead to just bring in the look. Create that T-zone area right here, the focal point. Next up, using my Kevin Aucoin Contour Dual, I'm going to use this brush right here. It has no number, but it looks like this. And I'm going to snatch this nose of mine. So I kind of have to put my hands here because lighting is better. I can see where I'm drawing. Because when I take it out, I don't see anything. Put it in, I see something. I can focus. All right, so I'm going to focus on this side and then contour my nose ever so slightly with the pressure and then blend it. So I like a super, super, super snatched nose. Some people like it differently. If you want, then go ahead and draw your lines further apart. It's up to you and your preference. See what I mean? You gotta like somehow just I need like two shadow things right here for me. Hot mess right now. Hopefully I don't come out looking like a crazy lady. Going to use the other side right here to give my nose a nice highlight using the S127 brush on the tip of my nose and on the bridge. Right there, just a thin line, because the thinner, the more snatched. There you have it. I got a new nose. Alright, so next up I'm going to use the same brush and highlight my whole face using the Becca highlighter in the color Champagne Pop. This is also a very nice color, blends really well with the new Nude palette. Put it right here on my high cheekbones, then bring it up to this area, upper eyebrow right here, and then give some love underneath my eyebrows as well, just to give that shim shine. And then on my chin, right here, chinny chin chin chin. Avoid that pimple because if you put it on that pimple, then you gonna enhance that pimple some more. So let's not do that. Put it on my Cupid's bow. I'm going to powder my face. I'm gonna powder it with Chanel loose powder. This is the this is a natural finish loose powder. So just very, very little, not too much, because this stuff goes a long way. And I'm gonna go in here to this area, a little bit on my nose, on my forehead, and down in this area, on my cheeks. Just give it a nice swoop everywhere so it's not streaky. Everything's blended. Blended is so important to blend everything. All right, so now I'm gonna do my mascara, because if I do the mascara before the powder, it's gonna get all over my eyelashes and it's just gonna be a hot mess. So I like to do my powders before, and after I finish all my powders, my highlighters, or whatever is flying in the air, the pixie dust, then I do the mascara. Then it won't be like interfering with my lashes, and my lashes won't look so white. So I'm gonna grab this primer. This is from Lancome. This is the Sills Booster XL. I'm gonna prime my eyes, prep them underneath, give it a nice coat. This stuff works really well. Like, I didn't think that you need a primer for your eyes or your eyelashes, and I love this stuff. Like, it just gives my eyelashes life. Like, I don't have any lashes whatsoever. Like, you can tell nothing is there, but then when I put this on and then I put the mascara on, it's just everything. When I was a kid, I used to pull out my lashes. I have no idea why. I just thought it was just not cute. And then my mom was like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't like my lashes. She's like, oh my God, girl, you're going to regret that when you grow up. And I sure do. Okay, so I like to give it a nice, maybe 3 or 4 coats. The more, the better. Like, it works better if you have a nice layer on there. Time for mascara. Bad Girl Bang by Benefit. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but when I do my makeup, my nose gets runny. Like, it's just the weirdest thing. My nostrils just start to run, and like, ooh, hot mess. And then same thing with these. I like to give it a nice 3 or 4 coats so that it's more intense, more dramatic, the way I like it. So I tend to go back and forth. I do this eye first, and then I move on to this eye so that this one can dry, and once this one's dry, I can go back to it and give it a better coat, because once it's wet, it doesn't really like give you a good effect. You kind of wait till it dries, and then you can go back onto it, and then it'll look more intense. From experience, I feel like that's the best way. Just go back and forth, back and forth. But I have no idea why I always like close my mouth. It's not like, or do this. It's not like it really brings it down. Like, you can just do this and it'll be fine, but I'm just so used to just okay, so there you can see I have some lashes. All right, so next up is I'm going to be using my Boupe eyelashes right here. So if you guys want some lashes, I have 2 styles, natural and dramatic. I'm going to be using the dramatic today because this is dramatic, and I love dramatic all day, every day, okay? So, Boupe eyelashes, and if you guys want to order this, you can order at unmin@unmin.net. Just email me, and then we can go from there. So, I'm going to prep them first, and then I'm going to do my lips, because it's going to take a moment for it to prep with the, what do you call it, with the glue. Let it chill for a moment, and then we'll come back to it, and then finish it off. I'm going to grab the Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D, and I just love her lip liners because it's just so creamy and it works really well. And I'm running out. Oh my God. Okay, this is the last of it, and then I have to buy some more. That's how much I love it, because I use it so much and it's so easy to use. And now for the lipstick, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty lipstick. Since it just came in, I might as well try it out and see how I feel about it. So far, love Rihanna's products, love her as a person. I think she's amazing, and she does a great job with her makeup line. So let's load this onto my lips. Very nice. It's like a mauve color, so perfect. This is what I wanted. Okay, so there you have it. Very, very pretty color. And I love her lipsticks because even though it's matte, it doesn't feel matte. It feels very moisturizing, and not a lot of matte lipsticks out there are like this. So this is just a straight A, okay? I think my lashes are ready now. I'm gonna put it on top and then adjust it accordingly. Here you have it. And using a tweezer to apply your lashes is like the best way, because you can get into the corners easily. Okay, and then I'm going to go over it with the glue again on top, because if I don't, it's gonna come off throughout the day and it's not gonna be cute. So I like to just be extra cautious and make sure that this is glued down like no other. Like, this is not coming off. No matter if I'm sweating, going to the clubs, you know, swimming. It really helps because I've done music videos in the water before and it will not budge if you do it like this. You have to secure it and make sure that it's solid and not moving anywhere. Just kind of draw a line right on top of the lash line and then push it up. Push it real good. Last step is to spray the heck out of my face with the Fix Plus Gold Light. Alright, so whew, this should complete the look. So far, she never disappoints. It's so good. The palette, all the colors, I'm super excited to go into other colors as well. I mean, they all kind of, you know, will come out looking very like, you know, this kind of color. But you can just play around and just get the lavenders for one look, and then the darker purples, and then the teddy, like more brown. You can just play around and get like lots of look from this palette. But you know, I love the concept, I love the idea. I think she did a great job and I'm happy with the whole product. So I hope you guys like this look. Thanks for joining me today, and hopefully I will do more and more amazing looks for you guys in the future. Alright, so see you guys next time, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Doodles! Oh, and the lipstick is also amazing. I already said that, but just gotta say it again because it's that amazing. Okay, doodles.